Hello and welcome to Let's Watch Out for Fireballs Play The Binding of Motherfucking Isaac. Unnecessary swearing edition. So as you saw in the last episode, I died for the first time yet. I was going to take that as my marker to switch to some other characters, but I still feel like playing Isaac, so I'm going to play as Isaac. I'm going to switch to some other characters when I don't have as much time to record, because they are worse and I'm more likely to die early. So we're rocking it here with Isaac, and in the cellar, which is the harder version. I got Judgment there. I would love to give him some money if I find some. That is Mom's Eye. Is not a great item. PhD is better. It says better pills. What it actually means is that all pills have positive effects. So that makes it can essentially makes every time you go to a shop, there's a chance to buy a stat upgrade. So if you see a PhD, always buy it. It's the reason why Cain is such a powerful character, because he starts out with the luck foot, which does the same thing. And just having pills be positive off the bat is a huge advantage. So Mom's Eye gives you a tears up, so your tears move a little bit faster, and it makes it occasionally a tear shoot out the back of your head. That's not that useful. It's pretty rare that dudes are behind me who I don't want to shoot with tears. In the game, in real life, it happens all the time. So I've got a little bit of a conundrum here. I could get that 3 cents pretty easily using a bomb, or that 2 cents, and give 3 cents to Judgment here. If this wasn't the first floor, I'd blow up Judgment and get something. I still might blow him up, and it would increase my chances of getting a deal with the devil. So I feel like being a good... Here's what I'm going to do, and here's the reason why I'm going to do it. So, pardon me, I'm going to cough. The second secret room is always a room that has no borders onto it. So it could very well be this wall. So let's see if it's true. It's not, which is unfortunate. But I do get this 2 cents to give to Judgment, and hopefully he gives me a key or a bomb. If he gives me nothing, que sera, that's unfortunate. But nothing be done about that. Come on, Judgment. Nope, he's holding out. He needs more money to get back home. He promises that if I give him my address, he will mail me the money. There's a slim chance I'll get some money from this boss, and if so, it's all going up Judgment's nose. He is going to buy cocaine for it, and that is what's going to happen. I don't think any homeless people do cocaine. That's actually probably not true. I bet you that actually happens. So this is the Widow. Super easy boss. I'm being a little bit sloppy fighting her, but I got a lot of health sitting around. It doesn't matter. On the first floor, you can't get deals with the devil, so consequences are very low. I knew I had some health hanging around. I had health in that room where I fought Gluttony. So as far as items go, that Pageant Boy is the worst item you can get for a boss, but this is the only time I maybe would want it. But instead I got an HP upgrade. That's great. And we're going down to the floor, abandoning like a lot of potential on this floor, which hurts. Like I didn't get the secret room, didn't pay off Judgment into completion. Judgment wasn't able to finish with me, which is sad. But yeah, easy room. I'd love for a live bomb to spawn in the middle. Nope, golden key, which I would like. So I need to get a bomb. So these guys, those hoppers there, they just set themselves on fire, which does not hurt them and just makes them have more health and more aggressive, make them more aggressive. So if you're able to, when you get in such a room, put out the fire right away. And then that spider there is actually an alternate version of a hopper. So he can appear anytime hoppers can appear. I'm going to go ahead. A bomb for a chest is almost always a good idea, a great chest. And the golden pill makes that even better. The golden key. And see, my pill guy identified it's a full health pill. PhD does that as well. The golden key is unlimited keys for this floor. So things will not take away my key total just for this floor. Definitely worth it, as I had no keys. And given the fact that I have a full health pill, I feel a lot more secure. going into the game. I'm going to fight the boss now because I have a reroll handy. I wanted to go see if I can get an upgrade that would make it a little bit easier and maybe a little bit quicker. But let's go ahead and just fight Larry Jr. here. Not too bad. Notice how I'm putting my shots on the middle of him. That is because he essentially loses, like if he loses a segment in the middle, one segment is given over to being his head there. So you essentially do more damage by splitting him up than just doing damage to any given section. So always shoot Larry Jr. In the middle if you're able to. And if you have items that allow you to shoot all sections of him at once, always a good idea. Not that he's that hard, but later you'll run into him in more difficult rooms and maybe with other bosses. And you also just want to get him taken care of as soon as possible. The quicker you kill him, the less time you spend in here, the better. So the box or the crate, I think I want this. Not least of which because I knew it would come with a pill. And pills are good. Came with a trinket. I don't have a trinket now. So let's see. I'll explain what the red patch does, but let's see what this pill does first. Range up, I'll take it. Ooh. The sun is also a full health pill. So what I'm going to do is... The sun is a better pill. The only downside is after... It shows you where the secret room is as well. The only downside is once you use it, you have the Curse of Darkness on the next floor. But I'm going to say fuck it and use it, see where everything is, and then take the full health pill down to the next floor. Maybe not my greatest decision, but I'll take it. And I would love to get a bomb so I can go to that secret room. The red patch, when I get hit by an enemy, I have a chance of turning red and doing increased damage. I really throwing that layout there. I took a little damage there, took a little bit more. I was trying to put out that fire before the other two guys got set on fire. Was it worth it? Probably not, but we are going to pull some nonsense here with a room a little bit later. So that the point being that Spirit Heart was essentially gone anyway. That's Abel. It's a terrible item. I'm re-rolling him. This is also a bad item, and I hope to get enough re-rolls. If these are 2 combat rooms over here, I will have enough. I'll be able to re-roll Shoop to Whoop, or I'm firing my laser, which is not actually a bad item. You can use it really frequently. It kind of acts like a brimstone, but it's not worth giving up the D6 for. Oh, I got a textile message there. Got a key, which is nice. That's going to keep making that boner sound effect as long as I don't check it and turn it off real quick. So just checking my phone. These are not combat rooms. That sucks. I don't have a bomb to get in there. That sucks. I don't have a bomb to get in there. That sucks. This is lousy. I need multiple bombs. So please give me multiple bombs. Oh, you're killing me. So this isn't going to give me... Well, I can go into the shop and see if there's a bomb in here. And there is. So I'm definitely going to buy that bomb, even though this would be an amazing item right here. The coin purse. So here I'm going to cough again, just warning you. So the coin purse, it's going to be 4 pills that are all good. That's real good. This is probably worth a bomb, even though that secret room is really tempting too, because if it gives me enough money to get that coin purse. So we're going to do this banking that we get a bomb from something. Either from the Tinted Rock. Ooh, okay. Or from here. Yes, excellent. This is all working out great. Sad Onion doubles my rate of fire. So look how fast my tears are going. That's great. I am going to get a charge on that my D6, and here's how I'm going to do it. So that sword room over there, I can only go in there once I have 1 heart. Because I have so many health pickups on the stage, and because I have a full health pill, but oh no, I need a fire or something. Did I put out all the fires? I need to get myself down to 1 health. No! Maybe there'll be fire in here. Okay. And there is. That's excellent. 7 cents isn't quite enough, but it is enough to hurt myself down to 1 heart. And we're going to play some high-risk Isaac. See how I just turned red there? That's the red patch. My tears turned red as well. Okay. That was real touch and go there. Sorry I keep clearing my throat. Yeah, I just had dinner. And, it's gross. It's unfortunate. And the 8 ball is worth it. It's going to be a tears up. If I get hit and I feel like I'm in trouble, I'm going to do a full health pill. No problem. I'd like to save it. But, yeah. So the 8 ball gives you a tarot card and a tears up. Look how fast my tears are. We haven't had a run like this, really, where I have weak tears that shoot really fast. But that is a viable offensive strategy. It's not ideal, because the final 2 bosses become huge pains in the dick, if that's the case. But it can be done. I can definitely get you up to those bosses. I would need a little bit more damage than this, but it is nice to have this kind of rate of fire. A rate of fire is very good. Sad Onion is an excellent item. So these boss rooms, you fight 2 bosses in order to get a boss item. So the next one is Larry Jr. He's 3 of them, and they're weaker. The big thing is you just don't want to be where they spawn. And that's the thing you have to remember. If I get hit, I'm going to use my full health pill. I would love to save it, but if I have to use it, it's not a big deal. That is a very hardy Larry Jr. there. Larry's a junior. Alright. I'm playing this like a Galaga. Okay, and sometimes you get a thing at the end, a bomb. The tarot card is the Chariot. I'd like to use that. That's worth keeping, but I think I'm going to go with the full health. Chariot's real good. Sorry, Chariot. I am going to get that chest as well. So we're getting a lot of advantages, and that chest might have 15 cents in it. And if that is the case, we'll have even more advantages. Or not 15, 5 cents. Okay, yep. And it's a pill. What is the pill? Balls of Steel, 2 Spirit Hearts. Excellent. I have 3 keys, so I don't need to buy a key. I don't really want to buy that Spirit Heart. I'm going to save it. Like, I like Spirit Hearts. They're way better than regular hearts. However, they do kind of limit what you can do because you can't go into curse rooms. You can't go into those boss rooms. So rolling on Spirit Hearts like this, having them, this early in the game, I kind of try to treat them as if they're gone, and I'm just going to end up sacrificing them eventually. So I didn't get that mom's coin purse full of pills, which could have been amazing. But it also could have been, 2 farts and 2 range upgrades, and that wouldn't have been anything special. Range being, one of, if not the most low-value stat upgrade in the game. So I do have enough money to where I do want to go to the shop. I would love to get that battery. Let's see if we can't find 3 cents on this floor. That's the 9-volt, I think. The 2 battery items operate in very different ways. The battery... I like the 9-volt better. It's when you use an item, you start out with 2 bars on your charge thing automatically as soon as you use it. Oh, well, that was stupid of me, but I am doing more damage now. The regular battery, I don't really want 10 bombs. The regular battery makes your charge go up as you're in rooms, which is cool. Like, that's great, but not so valuable. Will this work? Yep. So it just means what ends up happening is when you have the 9-volt, like you sometimes end up hanging out in rooms like longer than you should in order to get charges for it, and that can be, you're more likely to get hurt. I didn't just gain money there. Those guys make you spill money like a piñata. I lost money. These guys have a lot of health, and it's really underlining the fact that I need more damage if I'm going to make this successful. So, got a heart. I definitely have full health, so I can definitely go into this room. Early on, I'm going to say it's worth it. 2 bombs is good. Makes me not regret, if I end up re-rolling that 10 bombs, which I probably will, it's not that valuable. There's an item that gives you 99 bombs. I don't need an item that gives me 10 bombs. You get bombs. There's just too big of a chance of that being useless. Not useless, redundant, duplicating functionality. And one of the things that I consider to be a principle of Isaac's success is not duplicating your functionality. So, if you have great damage, don't take a spacebar item that just does damage. If you have great mobility, like you can fly, don't take a spacebar item that just increases mobility. Try to separate yourself real well into stats and spacebar. I'm dodging really poorly, though. That is one thing that is true. Okay. Yeah, and I'm not even doing enough damage to kill these guys in one barrage while they're up. That is pretty sad. I'm going to go in here real quick. It's going to cost me my Spirit Heart, but it might give me a deal with the Devil item, and actually it gained me a Spirit Heart. The reason why I went in there first was because if I wanted to re-roll that deal with the Devil item, in general terms, deal with the Devil items are more valuable than item room items. Not always the case. Book of Belial. I might end up actually rolling with this since my damage is so low. If I don't get another reroll or a deal with the devil that increases that damage after this boss, so we shall see. I haven't really earned a deal with the devil. I've been playing poorly, but I have been, I haven't gotten one yet. I haven't received one yet. So that is an indicator that I'm kind of due. It's not gambler's fallacy in Isaac. There's hard science to back it up. I'm gonna get one reroll. I am going to want to look for that secret room with my 3 bombs so I can buy that battery. So we'll see. I won't end up... Fuck, I thought that guy was dead. If I don't get it, if I get a deal with the devil, if I don't have a reroll at the end of this, I probably will take Book of Belial and just roll with that. If I do have a reroll, great. We'll go for it. So let's see. After this guy, the dead version of Larry Jr. I've said that, I think I referred to that last time, like dead versions, without actually clarifying. So in the Wrath of the Lamb expansion, all the new boss, or almost all the new bosses, are dead versions of previously existing bosses. So this is a Larry Jr. with all of his blood sucked out, and has made him, this creepy vampire creature. I'm glad that red patch activated there because I'm not doing enough damage to these guys. They're champion versions. Not only do they turn into those bomb flies, but they're taking a lot of hits to even kill their segments. So I'm kind of playing like shit. Maybe just a paradigm shift happened. Like when I started the Let's Play, I was real excited about doing it, so I was playing really well, and then now I'm just playing like absolute trash. I don't think that's true. I think that there's just kind of luck elements involved, and you have on and off nights, or sessions, as it were. So no deal with the devil. It's a range up. I don't want to range up. I got Mom's bottle of pills. Excellent. So let's see what these 4 pills do. Bad gas. That's that fart one I don't want. Full health. I wish that wasn't 2 of those. This actually isn't that great. Range up. This could be excellent, though. Let's see what this is. Identify it. Speed up. All right, I'll take it. Bad gas, I don't really want. Full health, I'll take. Since I'm going back this way, I'm going to pull some nonsense, and you'll see it. I am going to take... so I want the secret room. I am going to take Book of Belial. Book of Belial is a good item. Works every 3 rooms. It's going to work every 2 rooms once I get this battery, assuming I can find the secret room. So, and assuming there are 3 cents in it, they're not. There's a unicorn horn, son of a bitch. I want 3 cents, so much more than I want a unicorn horn. Well, you may be asking, Gary, how are you going to get 3 cents? I'm going to do it through this room. This room is terrible. This is almost never a good idea. But if you know how to game it, so I have an extra full health pill, and I know, and there's a cent. I know that if I ever get knocked down to 1/2 a heart, it always pays out in something. So it's a big risk. Not really worth it. There could be a nickel in here that would do it for me. It's unlikely. There's not. God damn it. I'm passing. You can see what's happening. Like I'm doing everything in my power to get these advantages, and it just they're just not quite stacking up the way that I need them to. So. The unicorn horn's a fine item, but Book of Belial is better with my rate of fire. And, yeah. So not that promising so far. We'll see. Curse of the Lost just means a bigger floor. That's not that big a deal. I'm just going to use Book of Belial on bosses and real shitty rooms. And I shouldn't run into any real shitty rooms in the caves. Those are the catacombs, maybe. But not here. These guys are not too bad. My rate of fire is still excellent. Rusty Key just makes more keys appear. That'd actually be a really good trinket right now, but I can't get to it. I can't get that without damaging myself. And on the last floor, I probably would have done it. I probably would have damaged myself to get it if it was like the last penny I needed. If I hadn't got hit by that fucking greed head, I probably would have been fine. That sucks. This thing I'll do. More bombs, that's nice. I was hoping for the small rock, like the damage upgrade. Penny bag, this is going to make sure I don't need money, but I don't have any keys at this point. This gives you a penny, or I think a coin every couple rooms. It's real good if you get it early. I'm going to go ahead and just use that just to make this a little quicker. These guys have a lot of HP. Book of Belial double, god damn it, doubles your damage. I have tons of range due to those pills, so that's not too bad. But they, you know, the gishes, which shoot on the diagonal axis, are a lot easier. I would have loved a key, so I can go into this shop right there. It's probably going to contain greed, though, because the game is interested in fucking me right now. So, it's not interested. It's not sentient. I'm just having bad luck. And some play bad, some playing bad, some play bad. Some bad play, and a lot of bad luck right now. I got okay items. That sad onion, I'm always happy to see that in a regular treasure chest. You know, essentially, I got an item that I would have been happy to get in an item room just for free. You know, I didn't even pay for a key because I had that gold key. Always happy to see sad onion. It's a good item. Almost dodged right into that shot like an idiot. Okay, got the key. Let's go hit up that shop, and it's probably greed, but he'll give me some money. I can use it on the next floor. Babidi bloop. So let's see what we got. Yep, greed. One of the most assholeish of the mini bosses. He's hard. I don't have a fuck. He's gonna cost me money. God damn it, greed. He's kind of hard to dodge. Like, one, I'm playing this game without sound. Because of the way the recorder works, and because I don't feel like wearing headphones. It doesn't record sound anyway, and record the sound from the game. And I like not having my headphones in. So but he doesn't make a noise when he shoots. Like, almost every other boss has an audio cue when they're about to do something, and he doesn't. And it makes him kind of difficult. He like shoots really quickly and without, you know, you can't predict it. Greed is a real asshole. And new players, like, you know, when I first started running into him, like, at first I was like, he killed me all the time. And then it became, like, insurmountable that, like, I was being denied a shop. Like, I was just so indignant and furious that, like, I wasn't getting a shop because they were so important. Now I've gotten a little bit better at predicting when he's going to pop out, but it's never, you know, god damn it. It's rare that it's something I want. I wonder if I'm playing sloppier because I have this full health pill. And I know that, like, I can, you know, gain that back. That could definitely be the case. I like to think that I don't do things like that, but you can't be logical all the time. This room sucks. Hopefully I can get my... Okay, full health pill. Hopefully I can get my Book of Belial back for the boss. But these guys take a lot of hits. And I'm doing base tier damage. That's not good enough. At this point, without some damage upgrades, there's no way I'm going to be able to beat the game. Bad gas, a pretty shitty pill. These fuckos. Fart on you. Yeah, there's no way. And there's no damage up pills. Like, if there were damage down pills, they would be turned into damage up pills because of my my item, but there's no damage up pills. Be cool if there were. Ooh, yeah. Okay, Spider Bite's really great. It slows enemies, and you can only find it in secret rooms. And with my rate of fire, they're getting a greater chance of getting slowed. Does not mean success, necessarily, because you take a room full of assholes, and it's still going to take me forever to beat them, you know, because I'm not doing any damage. But this helps a lot, and it's going to help a whole lot if I get some damage up. Fuck, which I still could. But look at I haven't even killed one of these guys yet. Like, I'm just doing so little damage. Like, you really need to scale damage as you get further into the game, or you more or less are not going to be successful. And maybe that's, you know, if you're still struggling with these first stages of Isaac, like, that could be what's going on, you know? Like, I don't really need anything for that arcade. I would like some of the items that you can get for beating the kind of final versions of things, but I don't feel like paying in my time and your time for them. But yeah, if you're having a hard time with Isaac and, like, you've passed up damage items, or you're not getting a lot, you know, I don't know why you would pass up damage items. But if that's the case, you know, that could be why. Like, you really do need high damage, which is why I'm keeping the red patch instead of getting Blue Baby's soul. I do not have enough bombs to get to Judgment. Therefore, we're going to the arcade to get some bombs. I'm playing Scientifically Perfect Isaac, and that is the smart move. This is the only guy that can give me bombs because there's a fortune teller there. Fortune tellers are good though, and it can give me the item that pops out of a fortune teller if it dies is really good. These bicycle cards tend to be really good. 2 of hearts, I'm going to use that here in a second to do something cool. 2 of diamonds is better, doubles my money. Actually, I should have waited to use that until I did the other thing, but that's okay. Cane's Eye gives me a chance of the compass on the floor. That's not really worth it. Flat penny's really good. I will take that. That turns money into keys. 2 of hearts doubles your hearts. I'm going to use the blood bank 3 times. Get tons of money. And then double my hearts. And flat penny is going to give me a whole mess of keys. So that was probably worth it. Not that I was necessarily hurting for keys, but it does mean that I won't be in the future, which is worth it. I had the fortune teller machine is paying out really well. The sun, remember, that's a great item. Curse Skull is really shitty. If you get reduced to half a heart, it teleports you back to the last room, as if you're going to be able to make it, you know, succeed in that room after, you know, only going into it with half a heart. Nonsense. I really need a bomb from you, buddy. I got plenty of money to give to Judgment. You guys are related. Have a heart. Not that heart. Sorry. Okay, can play this 3 times. Blood Bank's playing out really well. And it could give me its final item, which would be really cool. If not, it gives me lots more keys. It's my boner cell phone tone. Let me... I take my finger off the keyboard so I can check my text message so it wouldn't keep bonering. Sometimes boners gotta pop up, dude. I can also blow up. Yeah, I have 1 bomb, so I can blow up any of these things, and they have a chance at giving me 2 bombs, but that's a pretty tall order. Sorry if this is not entertaining, Isaac, but sometimes, like, you in these desperate situations, like, these are the things that's gonna make, or they're gonna make the difference. You know, like, just being diligent and doing things the right way is what's going to make things happen for you. And you can see, like, by my ridiculous stash of keys, like, these items, you know, arcades are like where you get the weird item synergy, especially with trinkets. Like any of these penny trinkets that activate half the time when you pick up a penny will give you, you know, cool things will happen if you go into an arcade with those things usually. I went into this with 15 cents. I have 44 cents. So I have to buy anything for the rest of the game and probably play all the judgments I want. But I really want to play this judgment because the chance of getting an extra item on this floor is really huge. And like damn near essential. He can give me a lot of really good shit. So please stop giving me flies and start giving me bombs, you douche. Thank you very much. Okay. So I got all that. I don't have. I'm not going to vindictively blow anybody up. I do want to get out of there. I got all the bombs I need. Bombs have a 2 Tomba width radius. So getting to judgment here is a little bit tricky. 1 bomb to create the bridge. But if I put the bomb right here, it's going to blow up judgment. So I put it here. And that's not too close. And I turn to look at my phone just so it will stop beeping, and I actually silence it the way that I meant to do last time. And let's see what Judgment pays out with. I no longer have the D6, so Judgment has less potential for greatness. The stars teleport me to the item room. It's a good card, but not as good as the sun. Spirit hearts are very welcome. And the other battery. Great. So this is that's the one that I like a little bit less, as I mentioned, but it is gonna make using the Book of Belial something I can do all the time. Wait for PhD to identify this. There's no chance it can be bad, but it could be a fucking range ups. It could be a bombs or key, and I'd rather have 16 keys right now than 16 bombs. So Fistula, gonna pop Book of Belial. Use my insane rate of fire and my slow to just more or less, you know, do terrible things to Fistula. Even though he's trying to get in on me here. Fistulas are real gross. I recommend you reading the Wikipedia entry on them. And then later you run into a thing called a carcinoma. Also real gross. So, HP upgrade, pretty ho-hum. And I got the secret room. That's all I can really do for that floor. Alright, continuing on. I tried to skip this, and that's making it freeze, but it won't stay frozen. Just means I've cursed the labyrinth. And it's Necropolis, so I'm going to run into real dickheadish rooms. This sucks, more or less. And I could die. Like this, it's possible. I like to think I can, always beat Mom, but not the case. And I'm kind of playing these Fistula sloppy. Any of these items that bounce around the room, you want to just eliminate as many of them as possible. So I should be going for the smallest Fistula. You notice my Book of Belial just charged up there. I'm not going to use it for the rest of this room, but it means it will be ready for the next one. I think at most it can charge 3 charges in a room, which can potentially make this, usable, like every 2 rooms or every 3 rooms, or every 2 rooms, because it's already usable every 3 rooms. So this is not really. I really thought I was going to get hit there. Really not Book of Belial worthy. I'm not usually. I said before, it's always worth a bomb to get into a chest. A little late in the game, like maybe there's going to be some incredible use for a bomb a little bit later, or I'm going to really want some money or something like that. So I'm going to wait. I'm not going to use it there. Like this is probably a better use. Like a gold chest could give me another stats upgrade. Let's go ahead and do it. Fuck it. And don't make me regret it. And money and a key. That's fine. And more keys. I have enough keys to last for the end of the game. So I'm going to get rid of this trinket as soon as I can. I need no more keys. I should be doing more damage. I would have got through that barrier sooner. And essentially, and see, I end up using my thing there. There's still hope for this. I can possibly get that green nub over there to shoot this tinted rock. But he is blind. So, and I can also push that bomb over there. I was just being a real dum-dum. Come on, Nubby. He's not going to do it because he's blind. That sucks. I need to come back here with a... I'm not even going to get that penny. I don't need it right now. Okay, so this is definitely Book of Belial worthy. These things... God damn it. These things suck. That triple shot is the hardest thing for me to dodge, I think. Burnt Penny gives me a bomb every time I pick up money. That's way better in this situation. Charm of the Vampire, not every time, but half the time. Charm of the Vampire, every 14 things I kill, it heals me half a heart. Pretty shitty, but it might keep me alive a little bit longer. Kind of just like really just a stay of execution at this point because I'm not doing great. But nice thing is that Burnt Penny is paying off with some real frequency here. I'm just basically looking for the shop, the 2 item rooms, and then the boss room. And if I happen to see any judgments, they're going to have a good day. Unlike judgments I run into in real life, which they, I've talked about that on Dead Idea Valhalla and stuff, but, the complicated feelings I have towards people asking me for money on the street. How long this guy's taking to kill. Unreasonable. Okay, I would love to go into that, but I would have to sacrifice too much health and have no way of getting back. Alright, this is probably Book of Belial worthy, actually. These guys have incredible range and actually do 1 whole heart worth of damage. So these guys are probably have ended lots of your runs if you're a Binding of Isaac novice or veteran, or have played it long enough to get up to them. Like they're all suck, and they're gross. They're opening up their vagina chest and throwing worms out of them. Like pretty nasty. Not cool, Isaac. I'm gonna take the long way around here just in order to avoid going through this extra room. That could make a difference. Probably won't. Right, this is worth it, so I'm gonna put a bomb here. And the reason why is I have 4 pennies, so I have 4 chances of more bombs. And I ended up just breaking even, but I figured I would probably at least break even. Fortune Teller holds little interest for me right now. These guys can be real jerks. They're unpredictable. Is their problem, but it is giving my Book of Belial more time to charge. I did heal just a little bit right there with Charm of the Vampire. You hear like 14 enemies to heal something, and it sounds really bad, but it actually will happen a lot more than you think. Like every segment of an enemy counts as an enemy. There's lots of flies in the game. It's not too bad. getting the burnt penny and the flat penny back to back like that is probably the best thing that's happened in this run. So I no longer have to worry about those items, which is really cool. That and the sad onion free upgrade. But the fact that I've got no deals with the devil, no deals with the angel, no damage upgrades, at all, and end up giving up my D6 so early, which, I chose to do that, but maybe in retrospect it was a mistake. Like, I like the Book of Belial a whole lot, but these guys are all just about managing line of sight, which I just did really poorly there. But they are kind of fun and tricky, and also are gross vaginas. Fuck. But luckily Charm of the Vampires keep me alive there. Maybe it's not 14, maybe it's like 11 or something. Some weird number. Okay, I'm still like doing fine for health, strangely. Like, I guess not that strange. But I'm doing fine for health just because I've got all these healing items, and the game's being fairly generous with red hearts. But all bets are off when you get to the womb and everything starts doing 1 heart worth of damage. Like, I have this full health card through the sun, but that's only gonna last me so long. So finding the shop and the item room right back to back is pretty lucky. I can't even kill these spiders in 1 hit. That is egregious. So I'm gonna go in the shop. Mom's coin purse. So this lets me carry 2 trinkets. Let's go for it because I have tons of money. And even though I don't need it, I'm gonna go and buy these things too. Because why not? This will allow me to keep the burnt penny down in the womb. And theoretically, you can use bombs during fights and stuff if you have enough of them, so maybe it'll be worth it. Mom's pad is, I've said it before, the worst of the keep enemies away from you items. So that sucks. Like, that was, the last item room, my last and best chance of getting kind of a game-breaking item. The next best chance is going to be finding a secret room with one of the fetus items in it, which will all but make victory a foregone conclusion. You have to try to lose once you have those. And then getting a deal with the devil with Mom's Knife or Brimstone. Even Brimstone probably isn't even good enough with Mom's Knife at this point. If I get that, I'll be A-okay. I can probably beat the chest. These are my least favorite enemy in the game, really. And even with Book of Belial, they take tons of hits, and they're just very difficult to dodge. And turn this game into like a stealth action game as you avoid their lines of sight. And it's like I'm not accruing any spirit hearts, and these red hearts that I'm like maintaining 5 hits in the womb, and that's it. And that can happen real quick. And we get a real like douchey room, so I don't really need any more keys or bombs or anything like that. Like, that is all. Everything is going fine on that tip. So I'm definitely playing pretty trashy too, though. Like, just to be, the game. I can't put all the blame on the game. Like, what can I say? It's not past my bedtime. It is past the time of night when I'm generally like laying in bed watching YouTubes or reading. So yeah. But I realize that I don't have an Isaac for next weekend, or for next week, and I really wanted to get next week's uploads up this week just so I don't have to worry about them. I'm going on a little vacation with my I'm doing really poorly with my lady friend this weekend. A little mini vacation in Seattle, and I don't want to have to worry about my various homeworks, be they school or pod related. So it probably makes sense to go back and get some of those hearts. One of these might be Balls of Steel is very good. Bad gas? Yeah, bad gas, not worth it. Balls of Steel will keep me. That's a straight up stay of execution. Vending machine holds no interest for me. These Curse of the Labyrinth floors, like Labyrinth Necropolis is like the hardest thing you can deal with. Like, if there was Labyrinth the Chest or Labyrinth Cathedral, that could be it. But Labyrinth Necropolis is just, the worst the game can throw at you. Look at this, like, just never-ending map I have up there. So shitty. So shitty. And just doing this little damage, I'm spending so much time in each room. I'm much more likely to make mistakes. So. Okay, boss. This is definitely worth a bomb and a key to get to. I'm glad this is the boss. So essentially I need a... Fuck. That happens sometimes with these bridges. I hope it doesn't happen this time. Essentially I need a deal with the devil and a good item. Or that's it. For me, HP upgrade, very welcome. There, I'll take that. That's a nice thing to get out of just a chest. So this is going to give me an item I don't really want. I should have actually saved Book of Belial, but that's okay because I'm going to go get a recharge for it. This is going to give me a cube of meat, which at this point in the game, not that useful. The slowing effect is helping out quite a bit. I still managed to take a little bit of damage, but because that attack, like, I think it might be a sound thing. Like, I don't have the sound on. He goes like, hey, when he does that, and it helps. We picked up the speed upgrade through a pill, I think. We're a little bit faster. Cube of meat, I don't give a shit. We're going to go, we didn't get a deal with the devil, that sucks. We're going to go do a couple more combat rooms just in order to get Book of Belial for the mom fight so it doesn't last for fucking ever. This could be good. He sometimes gives items and or tarot cards. And actually, I just realized I should be going up back where those known hearts are, so that's where I'll go. Alright. Trick to Pride is stay in one of the cardinal directions like that. The Fool takes me back to my spawn room, which I will do, and the reason why is just because it's close to these hearts. I'm going to go pick up the Sun card on my way back. And if I forget, you have permission to, say mean things about me on the internet. My Book of Belial is fully charged through that fight. I've got a lot more health, so that was a good move. Going in with the Sun card, so I'll at least get past Mom. Probably Mom's heart, if I had to, if I'm a betting man. The Cathedral, though, if I get to Isaac, I'm doing this much damage with this rapid of a shot. He's going to be shooting tears at me nonstop, and I'm just going to be in that bullet hell for forever. Not worth it. This is the red champion version of Mom. That's better than the other version. It doesn't spawn enemies, it's just a little bit quicker, and that's no problem really for us. So I've mentioned it before, I have all the achievements in this game, and you get achievements for beating every set of levels, like the basement or the caves or the depths or the womb without getting hit. And the one for this third set of levels is definitely the hardest because of all the things I've been complaining about. It took me forever to get that achievement. Like, I kept taking damage. Eventually, I made it, and it was because of this boss version of Mom. Like, I can probably about half the time beat this boss version of Mom without being hit. And I just happened to run into her and managed to not get hit. And that just, I got that achievement. It's called Dark Boy. It was, I don't want to say I was proud of it because it's a silly thing. Like, achievement farming is dumb, but it was the hardest, the most hard one thing I've had in a video game. Except for, I still took a hit at the end. Except perhaps some stuff I've done in Dark Souls. So full health. I can keep the burnt penny because I have the Polaroid. I wish I had a better item than that. There's a trinket that increases your damage that I would rather have. So down into the womb. Curse of Darkness. I can't see anything. It's unfortunate. This room holds nothing for us. So let's see if we can't, god damn it, get out of there. Alright, little chub, he's not going to be a big deal. I have plenty of bombs, and I'll have more bombs every time multiple times when I find pennies. So I can make him eat bombs, get damaged by bombs, I can use them in combat. I can slow him. This should not be tough. He's the champion version, so he's pretty fast. But also pretty predictable. Not too bad. He's only slowed if you slow his head. So he's almost done. This fight should have been over a long time ago. This damage is just through the floor. And even like rate of fire does not make up for damage. Like Polyphemus, which is a great item. I think I've had that in on the Let's Play. It turns you into a Cyclops and gives you massive damage. Makes your tears, you fire them really slowly and they move really slow. It's still better than firing lots of little shots like this. Like, rate of fire is no substitute. I mentioned earlier that it's like a way to do. I might even said substitute. What I meant though is that you don't have to have quite as much damage if you have this rate of fire. Like if I gotten like 2 damage upgrades, this would be a doable run at this point. But doing Isaac's start damage, which is just 2, I think, on the damage scale, that is just not acceptable. Like it's not gonna. I'm spending too much time in these rooms. You can see like I'm doing an okay job at dodging these guys. They're hard to dodge though. They're unnerving. They use psychological warfare. They teleport around. You have to be keeping an eye on where one of them teleports to while the other one dodges. Not if that's speed and range. If there was a damage version of that, I would have taken. I also would have taken a compass, because I've mentioned before how strong of a defensive item that is. You spend less time on each floor if you know exactly where you need to go. And these floors, just one of the bosses. I think I purported myself pretty alright in that. Just rewarded for a spirit heart, or with a spirit heart. Steady stream of bombs still coming in, but this room, dead end. Come on. Look, assholes. I don't like you and you don't like me, flies. It's been a long time since I've seen a fly. Like, I remember them from my youth just kind of being around. Like, they're, you know, and I don't know what that says about how I grew up, but there are always these kind of flies around. Now it seems like it's pretty rare that I even run into one. Part of it's like I live in Portland now, and like there's not as much insect life here in the city as there is in Illinois. And the summers don't get as hot, and there's probably a relation between those two things. But I just remember like flies being this constant fact of life. Like in the Midwest, there are fly strips. You ever seen one of those things? Fucking grizzly. They're the worst. These guys also teleport. They just do it in a different way. Like enemies that teleport can look how long it's taking me to kill that thing. Jesus H Christ. I don't even have my Book of Belial set up. Here, eat bomb, dickhead. Yep, there's no way I was going to get out taking damage there just because I do not do enough damage. And this is a dead end too. I don't know where I need to go. Strangely maintaining health, like between that, it's that Charm of the Vampire, I guess. Okay, down there. These guys also teleport. A lot of enemies in the womb teleport. They have, god damn it, increased mobility powers as well. These guys are a real pain in the dick to fight. And hit and run tactics on you. As if that's going to work. I don't think I've ever died against these things. But there's a champion one, which has, you know, 6 times the fucking HP. Oh my god, die! The worst, like Northern Lion, who's the other Let's Player who I talk about. He, like, you know, he's a big, gotta have, oh, that's rare. So that's an Isaac head over there. That's like a rare bad guy, that white one. He talks about, like, you not having enough damage, and this being his least favorite kind of run, where it's like, you have decent items, but you don't have enough damage to where, like, it just takes forever. You're in every room forever, and there's no chance of success. You're just slowly marching towards your death. I even have this full health item, so it's like, there's just nothing to be done, you know? I'm not giving up, but it'll be amazing to me if I have any kind of real success. These little vagina monsters were in the way. I usually take out those lasers first, but they were douching out. Oh my god. Maybe ask him why I'm not using Book of Belial. He doesn't see me. That's good. Oh, no, yeah, he does. I'm going to throw some bombs over there and just see what happens. And the reason why is because I presume that was actually pretty good. The boss is coming up pretty soon, and I do not want them to take forever. Like if it's death or if it's a conquest or something, which, you know, I don't really want to fight, but if that's who it is, they have a lot of HP, and if I don't have Book of Belial, I'm going to be absolutely doomed. Book of Belial doubles your damage, so it's only giving me 4 damage when I use it. That is so unacceptable. This could be a lifesaver here. Let's see what Judgment feels like giving me. Don't want that. I'm 1 hit away from using that Sun card. Strength gives me a temporary HP. I might as well just use it because I definitely want to take the Sun down. And gives me temporary damage up, actually. So it's a pretty good card, but the Sun card, as you can see by my health, is essential. Red hearts are very valuable. Go ahead and throw them out of the playpen. I'll grab them a little bit later. Bombs are actually are fine. Compass, yay! So I can't use it on this floor because I have the Curse of Darkness, but if I get to the next floor, which I probably will, with that full health thing, that's going to make a big difference in my survivability. But you get this weird feeling at some point, like once you can consistently beat the game, that like it kind of like, you start feeling a little bit like you're being, fuck, that was a good shot on his part, like you're being strung along, like it's like, You know, the game is just giving me enough rope to, you know, like rooms like this, like these like fucking dead end rooms. No items. Nothing I can do in here except lose health. I thought the laser turret was dead for some reason. And the sun, bam, everyone's dead because I had to use my full health thing. Spirit Heart, thank you. Thank you for trolling me, you know, to string me along like that. Where is the goddamn bot? Thank you. I explored this whole floor. Anytime you explore an entire floor in the womb, that's a real bad sign. God damn it. Champion Diglett, die. That money's useless. I could run into, you know, 6 more judgments, and I probably still won't use it. All right, let's see what we got. Conquest, great. This can be a tough boss. He's not bad if you can fly. But the worst thing about him is he's going to give me an item that I don't want. Like, he's going to give me, well, he gives me a cube of meat, that's fine, which he can give me. He can also give me the white pony. He gives me the white pony, and, like, use up my spacebar item, and I can't give up Book of Belial because it's going to make the Mom's boss fight, like, possible. I think if I hit any of his doppelgangers, it hurts him. Just staying still for that. That's kind of the pro tip for that. It helps, but it doesn't always work. If you're able to get over a rock, they never appear on rocks. Don't go over there. Fuck. I shouldn't have moved. I got hit twice by those beams of heaven. I can't believe you're doing this to me. Game. Conquest, get out from the wall. You goddamn son of a bitch. Next time he's just staying there still, I'm going to throw some bombs at him. Because I need to speed this up. No! Okay, I think that got him anyway. Barely any damage, though. Conquest! Oh, it was a time. It was a kind of quest. That was my own fault. Not that like everything else hasn't been, but that was definitely my own fault. No? Good. Alright. Gives me the white pony because of course he does. No deal with the devil because of course not. Going down to the womb part tomb. That was a nice Freudian slip. That library really has nothing for me because if it's a spacebar item, I could get one that gives me more health, but again, I don't really want to prolong my suffering here. That's how you take care of those things if you can't fly. I don't think this is the way to the... This might be the way to the boss, but it's a roundabout way. The library like would be good to visit on the womb. Like usually, if I saw the D6, I would love it because I would want to get the Book of Belial or the Book of Revelations. But there's no book that I need more than Book of Belial right now. Damage is my #1 only concern, really. And I hope this starts looping down towards that boss. And go ahead and use this. I'm sure I'll be able to recharge like 6 times because I'm going to be exploring this whole fucking stage because even though I have the compass, the game is doing its best to fuck me over right now. Eat that. Good. Oh my goodness. It makes it hard to, like, when you're doing these, like, if you're doing a Let's Play of this game, like, when you're having this kind of luck, it makes it difficult because you're doing so little damage. You're stuck on these rooms for so long that, like, you don't have new things to comment on, you know? Like, I kind of started this as a little bit of a guide was the idea. Just fuck it. And it's like, you guys can see what's going on here. Like, the guide, the moral of this story is damage, 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 damage. Like... That's really the name of the game here. Alright, fine. I will go back and get that bomb. I did see it. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh my god. I'm just at this point, fucking A. I'm just getting like weirdly exhausted too. Like I'm just disheartened by what's happening here. Saving my Book of Belial. You know, that spider bite is a really great item. Sad Endion's a really great item. The early PhD could have been make or break. Like imagine if like all those range up hills we had were like health ups or tears up. Like that would have been great, you know. So that could have been real make or break. But it just kind of didn't work out for us during this this run, you know. I hope that like I'm just dying earlier and earlier every time I do these, and the next one I'm just gonna like die on, you know, basement part 1 to fucking Duke of Flies or something. So let's see if I can do this and get hit once safely. This little bomb setup is how I like to handle these lasers, and I'm gonna use Book of Belial. I'm gonna primarily rely on bombs to take care of enemies and to do damage to Mom. Even Monstro is going to be a pain in the ass to kill. Okay. That worked out very well. That bomb, come on. Yep. Oh, fuck. How did that happen? I don't want to deal with these things. Okay. Book of Belial doesn't stack, in case you're wondering. So even if the battery did recharge it for another time, like it doesn't do double damage, which sucks because that would make it an incredible item. Duke of Flies is easy, even if I'm sucking this hard. Chubb. Getting another round of bad guys after Chubb. Come on. That is torturous, guys. Oh, I'm out of bombs too. I didn't realize I had used up all my bombs. It's okay. I wasn't like, I feel comfortable with my bomb usage. I wasn't like, oh, more zombies. Great. Great. I need those bombs. Fuck. Alright. I picked up a... Fuck. I thought I picked up a heart there for a second somewhere. And there we go. So that's a bad luck run. I have decent items there, but nothing that's going to beat the game for me. Thanks for watching. Please like, rate, subscribe, review. Listen to the podcast, watch out for Fireballs, Bonfireside Chat, Those Damn Ross Kids, The Level, Deity of Valhalla, The Pitch. Listen to all the Duck Feed shows. They're all great. And please tell your friends about the YouTube channel if you like it. And good night. And...